Check 1, 2. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I really, really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me that you give a dang about my technical analysis that I've been working on for years, and you guys seem to really love. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's decalcify that pineal gland. Let's get ourselves started here with a wonderful... Let's cover myself in lemon juice. Great. Gonna have to get this one now laundered up. Not just... It is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live, though. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Make sure I'm situated here, nice and tight and right. Tight like a tiger, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So I'll make you... Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on this Sunday night for Bitcoin. All right, we got a hurricane update for you, too, as well. Okay. Seems to be a hurricane coming in to the Gulf, which could be, could be hitting up Sarasota. Something like this here. Interesting. We'll keep it watched. Not too much. Anyway, shout out to everybody here. Let's get more excited. I'm not that excited for that. I'm more excited for Bitcoin. 63,000, and look at the volatility today. So we had this little falling wedge, and it did break out to the upside. Went after all those stops, went up to 64,000. So we did get a pump to the upside, if you can believe it, for Bitcoin. First it pumped, then it dumped, then it pumped again. So it was just completely shady price action all the way back up to 64,000, if you can believe it. Pretty crazy. So Bitcoin had a pretty nutty day, if you ask me. Again, if you just traded the 200 MA break of the 1 minute, you'd be in the gain. You would have been kind of catch on at the last minute, and really the pump was this little bit of a flag here on the 1 minute that I would have played, and that would have blasted to the upside. I'll be honest, I took my day off, man. I watched my kids, hung out with my wife, just hung out. She needed to get some things, and I didn't deal with trading the chop of Bitcoin, of the up and down. It did get that nice pump though, so they dumped it down to 62, brought it all the way back up to 64,000, and they did that all, wow, they did that all today. So at about 6 o'clock this afternoon, they started dumping the price to 62,000. They brought it all the way back up to 64 at about 7 o'clock tonight, and then they started to dump it as we came into the daily close and the weekly close. Pretty crazy. And now we're back where we kind of started a little earlier. We looked at this weekly. Yeah, we were looking at this ascending. So the last time I looked at it was this candle, this triangle here that could have broken up or down. Broke up, broke down. Look at just the insane volatility on the day. Anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin here and the weekly candle close. I just didn't have it in me to go full tilt like I usually do. I just really didn't. Sunday nights, man. So look, the weekly looking beautiful on the stochastics RSI. Getting ready for a massive pump. We closed above 61,005. That's all I wanted, everybody. And there was a chance we were going to go lower, and we did not. Remember, it looked like we were going to have to kind of come down, and we'll take a look. We may still have to. But right now, above 61,500, I am so happy. That's all I wanted. I wanted the weekly candle to close above 61.5 so we could rejoice. If it loses that, we'd have to suggest we come back to 59.60K. If it loses that, we'd have to suggest a possible tussle at 57, 55, and then 54,000. So, really, this key area, we stay above 61.5, we stay away from 55, 54. And we're on our way to all-time highs. So to me, it's a key level. It really is, and I don't think people realize how important it is. So what I was doing was making this flag here on the weekly and realizing that was a breakdown that came back up. That was a breakout that came back in. This was the original flag. All is still well with this flag. It has a shorter move and a bigger move. That's its next leg. That leg we started the bump on September 18th of 2023. We ended it on April 1st. Honestly, it's around the same exact time, September 23rd. What if we begin the pump just like last time after the consolidation that started in April, really March, right there, just like this consolidated in March. This would be a direct connection to the last cycle, inside of the cycle. But right, late March we started consolidating. We didn't get out of the consolidation really till the first week of October, but the last week of September there. And then we rallied all the way until April 1st, where we would slowly start to come to the downside. Can we rally all the way to April again? To March here, it tells us to $112,000 Bitcoin. So that looks something, and that's a Sammy Cup and Handy on the weekly chart. Looks absolutely beautiful to me. Suggests we could get that move. So it's a rejoicement tonight, everyone. We closed above 61.5. That is awesome. Nothing else really matters to me. And Bitcoin pumping, like, wasn't it just 62.2 a second ago, or 62? No, maybe it was 62.9, right? Anyway, we'll break it down. We might even find a live trade. You never know. So right here, resistance for Bitcoin on the weekly is going to come at 64,000. We've hit it already tonight on a wick and had an issue there too as well. So that's going to be our resistance, $64,000 for Bitcoin. Also the top of the trend line if you take out that little move there, right? If you readjust on the 3-day, suggested kind of we're coming up and we hit, resistance, kind of a double top right there on the 3-day chart and a bounce. So do we come all the way back down? There's a chance. I like to say this is the support line, and we could even bounce off the top trend line here on the 3-day chart. Let's take a look at our daily and that beautiful double bottom, but resistance at the neckline. Bitcoin, again, too far away from the 21-day moving average in my humblest of opinions. It could make a flag like this. We don't know exactly what it's going to do, but it got rejected by the 200-day moving average, right? Which we knew was, okay. I'd love it if it bounces up, goes sideways, and gets ready for a massive move. I'm more bullish than bearish. Bitcoin's showing signs of love, but if it loses some key areas, right, I'd have to flip back the other way. What we are looking for is the daily to touch the 21-day moving average. Once the daily touches that 21, boom, we can blast to the upside, and it could be awesome. So one thing that I am looking at is the daily to pull back for the next couple days. That would make sense, or at least go sideways. If for any reason we get a candle to close above this 200 MA, I would immediately flip bullish on a bigger time frame and ride that wave, because that would be the beginning of a possible bigger move for BTC. So right now, I still see a pullback for Bitcoin as I suggested earlier. However, it did go up and down kind of crazy today, so anything is possible. Look at that insanity on that candle. So let me get rid of my projections. They're not needed now. I just wanted to kind of show you what the daily is likely going to do, so you can kind of get a vision of where we may go. So like right now, you could just say, okay, we sit inside of this somewhat of a bullish flag here. I'm okay with that until we can break out on the 8-hour time frame. 8-hour looks good as, the 21 coming for the 8-hour. 4 hours hanging out with the 21. Moving average is getting tight. It had the golden cross. Stochastics are still in our favor. MACD showing, lack of bearish momentum. RSI looks like it may want to come down a little bit though. Maybe make a Bart Simpson here, So it's not perfect on the 4-hour. However, we could go sideways in this chop. And resistance. You have a lot of support at 61,005. Same with the 1 hour. 1 hour in some type of chop, but not looking amazing on the stochastics RSI. I mean, look at that. That is just like, it's kind of cat ears really, right? If you think about it, one with the head topping and then you dump to the downside. We had it looking like it was in some type of like Adam and Eve double top. It just looked ugly. The fact that it got that huge pump really just went after the low liquidity. Whoever was still short, they just went after the shorts, really, as far as I'm concerned. That was really a short squeeze. This is still a flag, though, so keep the flag as a flag. And, you just kind of, if you can stay inside this, or if you break out and retest, you got to take it as a flag that's going to break out. As creepy as that is, it's weird. Price action will do whatever. You kind of have to figure that out for it, I'm going to get rid of that smaller, but the smaller move would just be this flag here. Take you somewhere to 67.8. So. And, because it's so bullish, came back down, there's a chance we stay inside. Now, the second you lose this trend line, drop to the 200 MA. So what would I do tonight? I mean, it's heavily volatile. Sunday night, worst night to trade. Highly likely I'm not going to be opening up a trade or getting inside of a trade. But, we want to see if, obviously psychological, get back above 63,000. But I wouldn't be surprised if we go sideways for most of the night. And let's take a look at our 15-minute time frame. 15-minute, wow. Lost the 200 MA on a spiked wick. Tried to get back up inside. So even right now, price action just wacky business right now. Great time to DCA. Great time to build. And stay off of the leverage, in my humble opinion. You can clearly see that when price moves this much in the course of a half an hour, you got to be careful. Like, or 2-3 hours it makes a move like that. That's just insanity. It does want to seem to stay back above the 200 MA in the 7 minute. Some could say, okay, it's a retest of this insane trend line. And do we just reverse back to the upside, holding 63,000? And if you want to be our daredevil, you long when we break back above the 200 MA to the upside and see if you can catch that. I wouldn't. Although you never know. Price action has been pretty interesting. So yeah, the only trade I would really look for is the break above the 1 minute, the 200 on the 1 minute here. And even then, I would be very wary on that. Very wary. A lot of ups and downs. I'm getting mixed signals here. So if tomorrow morning the 1 hour resets and the stochastics RSI comes up, maybe comes back down, and we're still inside here curving, there's a big chance we pump. The closer the 200 gets the price action, the better off we are, because you're more, there's that chance you can dump to it. There's a gap in the VRVP here too. Boom, bring you right back to 60,000. Let's take a look at what Bookmap says. Bookmap suggests we go back to 61.6 and cover the lows. So there's liquidity on either side, but the most liquidity in the biggest red is to the downside here for Bitcoin. So I see sideways or downward price action, and I could be wrong. Maybe it pumps huge tonight, but the probability to me is sideways. I don't, nothing's screaming at me to jump into a long right now at the present moment in time. And so that's my analysis for Bitcoin. Beautiful move. The weekly close was awesome. We went over it every single day until today, right? So, and then we start again, and we do this all over like we do it every single week. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. The jazz was great, man. Play more of the mellow stuff. My bad. Yeah, I'm still under the weather. Just resting. Yeah. I don't know what that means. No, I'm just joking. It's like I've never been under the weather in my life. What's your take on Sailor? Now holding over 200K Bitcoin. He's the man, dude. He's a smart dude. He's a billionaire, and he's a legend among simpletons. So, I mean, it's unbelievable what he's done with his life. If I could do 1% of what he did, I'll be remembered. So, it's just unfathomable. All right. Just wondering where to find the liquidity map. Thank you. Going to Bookmap, baby. You gotta, get it. Go to the link and sign up to Bookmap, and I get a commission from that. That would be really nice of you. So check it out. All right. Okay, let's take a look. Someone asked me about something that got... someone asked about MPLX. Let's take a look at MetaPlex. Bitcoin getting a nice pump here, though. Really seeming like it's got this weird strength. And honestly, to me, it looks like it broke out. It's now retesting this top trend line. Like, that's how you have to kind of view this. And so I guess if I had to make sense of it, it's in this little falling wedge. That wedge could break up 68% of the time. It stays above the 200 MA. You got to remain bullish. Regardless of this, I'm not jumping in. I'm just giving you guys the skinny of what's likely going to happen based on the shapes. All right. I'll lead shirt, tie, vest combo tonight. Thank you. Very nice of you. I mean, MPLX was the hottest coin in the game. It really was. Like, when everything else was sideways, MPLX was doing damage. Look at that thing pumping to the upside tonight. And, maybe it comes back down. But at one point, when this thing starts to take off, it's going to go to 92, and then it's going to be gone. And people are going to be like, man, I wish I got a piece of that puppy. So it's up to you. You do what you want. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing makes, And I like this coin. I've been talking about it for a long time now. And the whole time here, we could have been just getting it 25, 26, 27 cents. Well, nobody's talking about it. MPLX. Next thing you know, it's going to fly out of this Adam and Eve double bottom consolidation. Again, whatever though. And even when I talked about it recently, it's up huge from 25, 26, all the way up to that 38 cents. All right. Join the 99 and find out more what you could learn, right? Like MPLX and all the different things that I'm going over. We make it really simple to find too. You come to this show that's here every single day. We have a pinned comment that's here every single day. and you click on it. That's there every single day, and it takes you to cryptolifer.com. All right? Sign up to cryptolifer.com and join today. Find out more about what's happening. We have a class inside of here, like a bunch of content I've already created to help you. And people are charging $2,000 to $3,000 for that information that I know can change your life. Also, if you keep scrolling, put your email address and hit consent and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. We greatly appreciate it. CryptoLifer.com, the best website to change your life. I firmly believe it. I don't take days off. I'm here every single day. Why would you join a different trading group from people that haven't shown you what I've shown you? If they have taken days off, if they haven't pushed as hard as me, why would you hang out with them on a daily basis? I'm just saying. We've proven ourselves every single day here constantly, and we'll continue to do. What we did yesterday means nothing to what we continue to do. So we love you, we appreciate you, and we care about each and every one of you. So we're looking for this to possibly break back out, I guess, which is as strange as it is a possibility here on this 15-minute as it's back above the 200 MA. Let's see if the 1 minute can break above the 200 MA, make this kind of V-shaped recovery. Wow, it went all the way right back to, it's just so crazy to me. It was just at 64,000. And then they tanked it $2,000 all the way or back to 62.5. Now they're ripping it right back. Wow, the volatility is Sunday night volatility, baby. And I'm happy I'd stepped aside here and just let the market do its thing. We're going to rip it up on the, like we do on our Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday days, Monday night. Again, it's really hard to put this even in some type of pattern. It's a mess. Maybe it makes a shoulder, head, right shoulder. I don't know. I'm trying to make some sense of this thing. Not easy. I guess that's your best bet right there. They both technically hit 2 candles. What else can you say? They're trend lines. They both hit 2 candles. The 15-minute bouncing off the 200 MA is an interesting concept here, and it's, a back-tested theory that I've looked at many times in my life. Tells me if we breach this 200 MA on the 1 minute, can we get a pump to the upside? May make me want to jump on into the perp and take a perpetual. But not my favorite day to trade, right? Sunday night. I'm not like, yeah, it's going to make or break me Sunday night. I'll entertain the idea just for fun. Even if it's just for backtesting purposes. But so far, that could be a bear flag that gets rejected and continues down too. It could be looked at almost something kind of like this that just wants to dump further to the downside here. That's something that looks, unless it can flip the 200 MA. If it flips the 200 MA, then I go back, I'm bullish. So I set up the bull just in case 63,000, or you can even like 62,989, I guess. Sorry, 62,989 is the stop. Go up to 64.5. Jamming 94.5. Remember, jamming 94.5. Boston's hottest. Baltazar, jamming 94.5. Back in the day, man. Can this break the 200 MA here? If that happens, there's a chance this can run. I mean, it'll be a 10-to-1 risk-reward ratio from here. It'd be a gutsy call from here. You'd be right at the stop. Basically, you're front running it. Very high likely you get stopped out. Stop is like right below price action. But even if it front runs a little bit, what I like about doing that sometimes, but again, it's high risk. I wait for it to cross the 200. The times I've taken this trade without it crossing, I usually lose it. So wait for it to cross that 200 for sure. It's a big deal. I don't know why. The bots react to it a lot heavier. Staying above the 21 is a good chance. There's a chance we do get a scalp here. It is what it is. I have it set up. I mean, $95 for 800. I mean, it's got a really small risk. $105 for 540. And there was a lot of shorts that just ran in there, and now there's a lot of volatility both ways. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts to move here. So I'm going to attempt to scalp on the long, which I shouldn't on a Sunday night. I really shouldn't, but we'll see. Weekend trading, heavily volatile. And I didn't even get the close. I almost got the close. They could fake this one out here. Let's see how we do. I just won a quick $100 and I'm out. I mean, this could be treacherous trading. Put the music up just a second for you there. Shout out to the 1,080 people here on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I'm making live trades here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm performing live in front of you on a Sunday night. The best you can do is throw that like out. I'm not even asking for quarters in a barrel here like the street performers. All you got to do is hit a like button. It's not even worth a quarter. You got to just throw that like out there. So simple for all you beautiful people. How about if I hit this trade, you got to hit the like button. How about that? All right, if I hit this trade for $100, you got to hit that like button for sure. If I lose, you got to hit the like button anyway because I lost. You know, then you got to feel bad. So. What a battle here at this 200 MA. There's always a battle at this level. See the battle there? We ended up losing it pretty nastily to the downside. Just tells you there's a lot of liquidity up here. What am I doing trading Sunday night though? Can easily get picked off. But we got this joinment of the 200 SMA smooth moving average, and the 21. I mean, it's all kind of coming together here. Quite interesting times, if you ask me. Usually you'd see some type of explosive movement there because you wait all day for just that. For this, you don't see this a lot when they're all that tight. And only time will tell. We're going to jump into the total 3. We're going to look at the altcoins. But so far, everything is looking pretty good for the alts. That we really may have Pumptober the way we're supposed to. Altcoin November, Santa Claus rally, and, a pump. I can't believe the election is this soon. Like, we're really going to know who won the election in just 40 days or something like that. I just think that's insane. Less than that, maybe 50 days. So battling it out. It's like they just went and grabbed liquidity right there. Just blah. Usually they grab right before they pump, right? It's like they go down before they go up. Can Sammy win the trade here above the 200 MA? Am I a whack? Who thinks I'm crazy for trading? What do you guys think about the trade right now? Put a 1 if you think I'm crazy. Put a 2 if you're loving the suspense. Put a 3 if you think I'm just over trading on Sunday. And I'm okay with whatever you want to say here. 1, 2, or 3. All right. Can you please check Sol and Ethereum? Bang, bang, bang. Alex O in the house. Shout out to Alex O Crypto. Alex O Crypto. Shout out to Barefoot Sailing Adventures in the house. We love you. We appreciate you. We care about you guys. We hope you're having safe times out there on the ocean. I can smell the salty air with you right now, and the beautiful seas, the oceans, the sunsets you've seen, the beauty your minds have taken in that so many people have missed out on while they've been working in cubicles and driving cabs in cities, and you guys have been out there just letting nature caress your souls and breathe light into in the most freshest air off the ocean that you could ever breathe, away from the carbon cities and the nasty pollution. Out there on split personality, having a blast, man. You two are just, having a blast out there. How I would love to live out there on the ocean, free and naked. If you buy it, I'll share my Cheetos. You're funny. Bull trap. We'll see what happens here. Getting a little bit of a move here to the upside, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna move my stop like right below the 200 now, because I'd rather just either lose a tiny bit or either they hold the 200 or they come get me. Right? I think I can only lose like $20 now or something. $25, yeah. So either it's supposed to play out the way it's supposed to or it's not. So do what you're supposed to do with the algo. Respect the 200 MA or don't. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be here to be pushed around. You're not going to take my monkeys. I'll tell you that right now. I would think of for liquidity of the down personally. Always greatest when live trading comes online. Amen. Shout out to Pineapple 888. We love you. We appreciate you. There we go. Nice little pump to the upside here for Bitcoin. Like you're supposed to. Give me my 100 so I could walk away, make $100 in 10 minutes, and show people how we get it done. We're getting further away from the 21-day moving average here, which is telling me to be very careful. Close the long there. Close the long and take a quick 33. And then just be gone with the wind. I'm out. I don't like the trading scenario. Oh, see, I'm done with this, man. What are they doing this? They did this to me the other day. Sorry. It's fine. It just... Did I hit close short accidentally? There we go. I think I might have. It's probably my fault. I think I hit this button, not that button. And I live to fight another day. We're too far from the 21, which tells me that we got to wait for it to at least collect. I didn't have the guts to stay on. I could have stayed on. I didn't have the guts. But now I have a little bit of a stop. I may jump back in now. I kept everything from the last time. The FOMO once you're out, right? That's like the fun once you're in and the FOMO once you're out. Good times. Could we stay above the 200 MA here? It continued to battle. 21 crossing the SMMA. Good signs for good times. Live for the man, well played. Shout out to Rave Song Records. Remember, you have nothing to prove anybody. If you make $10, $5, $25, remember, if anyone just writes in a comment or makes fun of you, they do it to me all the time. Oh, you only made $10. Just disregard them. All right, I've been making money for a long time trading. I've had $100,000 trades that I'm in. Everybody knows, a lot of people know the bigger trades that I'm in. I don't need to impress anybody or make them feel small with how much money I actually have in the market, right? Compared to how much money they might have in the market. So, CB leverage trade for $25 because I don't want to give anything back. Because I'm going to make sure that I keep my gains no matter what. Yeah, so anyone that comments on my tiny wins is probably a brokey loser. I'm sorry to say. I just have to be honest. You know. Yeah. Or they're just easily impressed by nonsense. And, you know. Yeah. I jumped in a soul trade. If you... This guy says, right? Billy. Servando Estrada. Hola, brother. Right? Shout out to Master Friend of the House. A win is a win. You guys are funny. Well, now you want to see if the stochastics can reset, if we can hold the 200. If that happens, then you got some love here. And then you can use the SMMA as protection. Stop at 63,115 now. Okay. 46 for 400. Now that's what I'm talking about on a Sunday night, right? You know, just seeing if you could chip away. 71 for 500. I'll take the long here off the bounce on the 200. I'll take the long, Alex, off the 200 bounce, please. But you better bounce. I mean, it could be a shoulder, head, and shoulder now. I like the 21 coming up, though. I'm not going to look at it for suspense. We're going to move on to total 3. Push looking interesting to me. MPLX already kind of gave you guys the skinny on what's happening tonight. The hottest coins in the game. But total 3 doing damage here. The entire market cap of all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it definitely just broke the trend line there with the 21 coming up. Same thing as Bitcoin or whatever. We're looking for these flags. They could go, if they go sideways, it's going to be crazy. I'll tell you what, if this flag ends up going like an upward flag, I mean, it's gonna give us a high probability of a pump, and it's telling us, and even if it's a downward flag and it comes down and retests, we're bullish, right? Like boom. Sorry, it touched the 21 world, but an upward flag would be it would just say there's even more pressure that we just can't handle, and that thing wants the moon, right? So I had to check what happened to the trade. Oh my gosh. Oh my goshness. I'm right on the lines there. Remember the jerky boys? Do you beat it off with a stick? How do you get off the hemorrhoids? You freeze them? I got hemorrhoids. They hurt so bad on my ears. Oh my gosh. He's like, what do you do with my hemorrhoids? Do you beat them with a stick? Do you freeze them off with the... when are you gonna get them off? Do you burn them with an octane? You get the octane? Oh my gosh, man. I need to pull the trigger on leverage trading class. It's okay. You don't need anything, but that would be awesome for you. Jump on into Master Friend Leverage Trading inside my trading group. Just give you a new perspective, times to trade, when to trade, how and why to mitigate, how to do the math. You know what I mean? And you could take some of those strategies, mesh them with your own, and figure it out. But at least as a starting point for you to give you something better than what you got. I'm telling you right now. And I think it's amazing. But, you know, just when you're beginning, you need to begin. You need someone with some type of knowledge to get you to the next level. Master Friend has that knowledge. So hit the QR code and find out more. It's an extra $300, but it's a one-time fee inside the trading group. You do need to be a part of the trading group to continue, but it's awesome. All right. Where are we headed on the weekly flag? Master Fred is a genius, amen. Give me Giovanni Ribby vibes with that voice from Gone in 60 seconds. You're funny. All right. Can we get the bounce off the 200 MA here? Or do we get rejected? Rejected. Only time will tell here for Bitcoin. And I'll keep my stop right below the smooth moving average. The SMMA. We're not talking about MMA fighting. We're talking about the smooth moving average. Don't get it confused. Don't get it twisted. Okay? Shout out to Vital because I'm a G. Okay? That's why. Only if you're a true G. And shout out to the beautiful campaign we run on Weeks. Thank you so much, Weeks. It was awesome. It was an exclusive airdrop campaign. All the lifers got hooked up. $10,000 given back to the lifers. And we'll continue to do things like this as we continue to grow the community. And shout out to Weeks. We really appreciate it. If you want to jump on into Weeks and trade where we trade, it's Weeks and Mexi. That's it. Don't play yourself. Don't charge, don't pay too high fees if you don't need to. Okay? Do what you got to do. Thinking about swinging some of my AERO bag. Just broke out on the 1 hour pullback surge semi. Well, let's take a look at SUI here as it had a pretty big pump to the upside. Did SUI pull back as expected? Let's take a look at SUI. So SUI went to 162 and it's really still at 159, booming to the upside. Unbelievable. If you're in my trading group, I gave you the SUI call. You would have known about SUI way before it happened. I don't know how I'm able to do this. The market wasn't even ripping yet. I was just, I study the market. I look at hundreds of coins. And when you look at hundreds of coins, every once in a while, you'll see one coin that's just doing better than the rest. And SUI was that coin. Back in, September 9th, right there, day after my sister's birthday, which feels like just yesterday, I saw it in this inverted cup and handle with this kind of double bottom flag here. I saw SUI said it headed to 139, and then the next level there was 180, 160. And so I jumped into SUI for a good $5,000, and we're up now like $60 on 90. Soon we're about to make 100% gains. I mean, SUI's on a massive move. You would think SUI will come back down to the moving average. How come where's my moving averages? They're not there. You see that? That's a bit weird. Hold on, let me reload or something. Getting the pump of the 1 minute there. Sammy's in the gain with a massive move up here for BTC. So look at this. I mean, look at that. I mean, would you look at that? Would you look at the beautiful move there Sammy just pulled off on the 200 AMA in the 1 minute? The guy's a genius. Have you ever seen something like that? He could tell you where the price is going even on a Sunday night. I've never seen anything like that. The guy's out of his mind. He used to drink Guinness. He quit the Guinness. He got even better. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's a true G. But just look at the candle. I mean, you can't say anything about it. Just look at the way the candle's moving. The guy just told you it's about to pump and it pumped. For crying out loud. He must be some type of savant. I've never seen anything like it. My goodness, the man's out of his mind. Now he's moving the stop loss right below the candle. You see what he's doing there? Do you see what he's doing? He made himself $100 in a couple minutes. The man's out of his mind, son. Timmy, I've seen you in the field. It took you 3 hours to make $100. 10 hours. It takes you all day. Working on the farm. He just made it in 2 minutes. I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like it. The man's out of his mind. I mean, look at that beautiful move to the upside there for Bitcoin. Now we're gapping away for the 21-day moving average with the pump. I mean, I bought right there with the stop right below. That's how you know you got cojones. You know what I mean? Those are stones of steel, baby. All right? And we'll continue to scalp this market whenever it gives us a gain. You know? We'll take this 21,000 to 40,000. We'll keep moving, baby. We'll keep moving. But above the 200 MA, really, this could end up printing all night long. You never know. You never know. You never know. Well, yeah, I'm buying your course next week, bro. Anyone jump on in if you want to learn more about how to trade with the lifer. Please. I teach course next week, Saturday, and we're gonna be promoting the heck out of it all week long, starting tonight and in. Live Lifer Vision trading course, $150. I'm telling you right now, this course is a needed tool in your tool bag for this bull run coming up. You're going to know so much more about the charts. You're going to know when to buy, how to sell, all this awesome stuff. Overbought, oversold. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but it's going to break it down. All the ins and outs. You're going to know the trading, vocabulary. You're going to be able to talk the talk, walk the walk with the best of the best, baby. When I'm done with you, you're going to know your support or resistance. You're going to know your Fibonacci's. You are going to be on point. Bullish engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle. Understanding your moving averages. What's happening, when it's happening. Golden cross, death cross. Why, when, where, and how. How to front run it. What happens with the 21 crosses beforehand. How to see the crosses before the rest of the market even utters them happening. How to see what most people are going to trade off of before it even happens. How to create a projection of the trade before you even get into the trade and more. I mean, it never... I think I could teach you for 10 years straight, and there's still more for me to teach you. So jump on it today before it's too late. I mean, it's never too late. I never like to put that pressingness because, hey, you're on your own timeline with God and your own vision, but I'd love to be part of it, and I'd love to help you learn. So you do you, I'll do me, but if we can collide and hang out and I can help you get somewhere in life, I would love to do that. If my positive energy can help your positive world and we can come together, and, you pay for some of my education and it changes your life, hey, I would love for that to be our relationship. So jump on it today if you want to find out more at cryptolifer.com. Okay? And if you don't, and before even that, just jump on into my class. The last Saturday of every month. Right there, baby. Right there. It's coming up on the 28th, right? I believe 6 days from now, I will be teaching that class, 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, baby. And wow, this thing continues to pump. The entry was in there at 63.240, and we're getting the move up to 63.5. And it's getting pretty bullish here for Bitcoin on the smaller time frames. Again, that 1 minute 200 is a deadly way to just snipe a trade. And I don't even like trading Sunday nights. I didn't even want to live trade in front of y'all. I did that just to prove to you that the things that I teach play out. That's all. I just put my guts on the line, everything on the line, just to show you that those things play out. Okay? Time is not infinite for us. There's a right time and a wrong time. Read that inside a fortune cookie once. Amen. I got a fortune cookie once and it said, help, I'm stuck in a factory putting little messages inside of cookies. Please save me. No, I never did that, but that would be funny, wouldn't it? Sam, what hardware wallet? I like to use the Trezor. I also like a Ledger. Wow, look at that massive move to the upside for Bitcoin. And I seem to always sell a little early, don't I? If you watch this channel, I sell early almost every single time. Look at that massive move up. If I just held on. Wow. I was about to re-enter too, but I was just waiting for a second here. But the 21 was getting close. Wow, what a pump there. Who here is in massive gains, even more than I am now. Shout out to anyone that took the trade. Anyone take the trade up 333? Put a 333 in there. You'll take the class when you know in your heart that you're ready to take your trading career more seriously. Amen. Yeah. Yeah. Global liquidity on the rise with U.S. rate cuts. Yeah. Should lead to a juicy time in crypto as long as a no recession. Wow. Look at that massive move for Bitcoin. 63,700. Man, I would have made a nice little kitty on that call. Dang. I'm a little tight right now. Sammy's a little tight. I didn't even expect a trade though. So dear Lord, I always have to bring it back and say, thank you for the trade in which I did give. Thank you for my ability to be able to call the market correctly in front of the world. You know, it's not like I called along right now in front of everyone and we pumped nicely. I mean, so blessings on blessings, right? I don't always have to hit the call. Sometimes, hey, people will buy my course if they see that, right? I'll benefit financially some way, somehow, even if I don't personally take the trade. So I have to say, dear Lord, thank you so much for the ability to keep me here online. Thank you for my ability to do what I do. YouTube, the algorithm, all that awesome stuff, man. Blessings on blessings to everybody here. Everyone that makes this show amazing. On a Sunday night, we have 1,170 people here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers, everyone, and we're learning concepts together. We're learning. We're getting ready for the week ahead. We're not playing games with our lives here. We're staying prepared. Each and one of you is someone with due diligence that's not going to jump into your trading week without getting situated. You don't care about Sunday night football, Monday night football. You care about your trading career and what's happening. You are focused individuals ready to go to war with your trading portfolio. I love it. I love it. When's a good entry for Tau? Honestly, I look at the bigger picture. I don't look at the smaller time, like even the coins. I look at the total market cap. Total 3 looks ready to go. I would have been loading up in those coins already, but again, you do you. You do you. All right. Shout out to Jamal Antonio in the house. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Jamal, we love you, man. We appreciate you. Okay. A vision is a vision. Thank you both, Crypto and Master Friend. Bless you both for the amount of appreciation I share to you every day with gains and many tears. Thank you, Sammy. Amen. We love you, brother. Well, the game is on the other tee. Hey, shout out to you, Crypto Billy. We love you, man. Hey. You can never give up on a national American pastime. Hey, I watch football with my dad every Sunday. It's the one time it's the only thing that winds me down, truly, and gets me to relax is football. Sam, the only guy with live trades every single day in front of you. Hey, we do them, and the time to sell is when you're away for the 21 and the stochastics get high. Just remember, don't play yourself. Respect the gains, so the gains will respect you, and the portfolio will continue to grow. But you got to respect the gains. Back to another school week, back to another work week, back to another week. Mondays, baby, Mondays, and we hit it hard. The hardest workout every Monday. If you do it with me, we're going to do it together and rip it through every single Monday morning. Absolutely lovely. So we want to see the stochastics reset. We don't want to lose the 21-day moving average, and this thing could get ready for another Pumpalumski to the upski. Pumpalopski. Pumpalosi. Isn't that what they call her? Nancy Pumpalowski, because she just pumps those bags. I don't know. I keep it light too, but this will be the next little scalperino here for Bitcoin. And do we have the liquidity to the upside? I mean, they're still up there at 65,000, 64. Could go either way though. Just woke up. Geez, how are you? How's everybody here on the live? Thank you for being here. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Shout out to Shiz Dog. Shout out to Mike Volner. Shout out to Lugwood Astrovan. Matt Eagle. Tiago Sierra. Pineapple 888s. Anon Solaris. And Marcus Beckles. What invalidates a cup and handle on the handle itself? I don't know. Shout out to Apartment Records. Thank you for working so hard for all of us, Sammy. You're the man. Can you check ejective? Thank you. I mean, I would have supportive resistance up, and if the handle hits a resistance and it can't get above it, I mean, that would, everyone thinks it's all about the cup and handle, and it is, but you got to have supportive resistance. Like, you have to have all the parameters around and then know when to bend and weave with some of them and when to leave others around. Like, that's really the true skill in technical analysis. You know, some people who skip, you know, they looking at a cup and handle and it hits here and bounces. Why did it get invalidated? But they never had the support. I mean, that's resistance. You got to flip resistance too. All right. I need a pump if with Polo. Yeah, exactly. We never miss a live. Shout out to Jamal. We love you, man. 70 years, Crypto Lifer, like a company. My initial cue is, can you sponsor a sports team? 100%. I'd love to sponsor a sports team, and I already did. We had a little one there back in Boston, the Crypto Lifers. I was the coach, and I sponsored the sports team. It was awesome. And we were the no one had any idea what the heck was going on, but the back of the shirt said Crypto Lifers. Everyone else said like Phil's Barbershop, you know, Donovan's Mechanic. But no, we were the Crypto Lifers, man, on another level. No one had any idea what it was, though. They didn't. One guy figured it out. He worked for risk management in a crypto company, too. And we talked a little bit. Yeah. Sammy, what's the next altcoin that's going to break the trend? Join the trading group and pay attention. But we're on to some coins that are pretty hot right now. And it's really about watching the 200 MA on the bigger time frames. And once those crack, it's on like Donkey Kong. It's a really simple game once you do it for years and years on end. Then it's just about conquering your emotions and staying focused. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. So I told you, when you break the 200 MA, we get the pump. We got it. We came back. So I got into it first. I scalped. I got him back in. I scalped again. Would have made a massive gain there if I got that bigger candle. But it's okay. At least I was there to play. You see what I'm saying? What if I didn't take any trades and it pumped? I'd be like, at least I was there to play, and I know the next 2 times I'm there. Okay. Spending time with the family. Just wanted to stop by and show some love. Much love, Sammy, and all the lifers. God bless David Kendall. We love you. Thought about you today. I had this weird thought about a man named David Kendallman who looked just like you, did all the things you did, but it wasn't you. And you met him, and he was like, hi. You're like, I'm David. And he's like, I'm David Kendallman. And he like had a motorcycle. Like his life was the parallel of your life. And it was you. It's weird, right? I had this daydream today. And it was David Kendall and David Kendallman. And he was like, but I'm the real David Kendall. Man. And you're like, but I'm David Kendall. And he's like, but I'm David Kendallman. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Shout out to David Kendall, though, one of the nicest people in the group. He's been with me for a long time. He's an elite charter. Was an elite charter. Someone in my trading group who's been with me for a long time. Has taken my education to the next level. Didn't really learn from anyone else. Really learned from me only, and stuck to the sauce that I teach. You know, fine-tune the way they went about it. And see the elite lifer charts. There's 4 or 5 elite lifers, man, and they're posting what they're seeing in the market. You get that on top of me. You get so much value in the trading group, it'll blow your mind. I'm telling you right now. So this flag may break out. We may still see 64, 65,000 on that. You never know. Bitcoin's been hot like sauce recently, and hey, I would love it. You know, I'm overall bigger bullish on Bitcoin in the long term. In the short term, anything can happen. In the long term, I'm overall bullish on Bitcoin. You know that, because they're going to continue to print fiat currency to absolute zero. Shout out to anyone just waking up here around the world. I don't know where you're from, but appreciate each and every one of you, no matter where you're at. All right. Wow, they're going crazy with the. Be careful with the spams lately. They're saying they're Coinbase for this and for that, and a bunch of shadiness. You know, just be careful. I bought a quarter of a cow today. My friends picked it up. We got it delivered. Pretty awesome. A quarter of a cow, right? I'm going to try to take that long. I am taking the long. I'm low on the stochastics. Get try out of here. There is no try, do or do not. We touched the 21 with low stochastics. I've played that many times in my life. I would be interested if that pumps. We'll see what happens. If not, I lose 65 and I'm done for the night. So that's it. Push looking interesting to me. Something you might want to put on the radar. Yeah, nice. Might be a nice pump here on the 1 minute to the upside here for Bitcoin. Ooh, I think we're getting it. Look, that's how you make a fast $16, right? In less than 30 seconds, up $16. Let's get the fall through. Imagine we get the whole pump all the way now and I get to reclaim that gain. Let's go. Now we have resistance. We must break through at 63,800. It's all about the 8s, baby. All about the 8s. I always talk about those 8s, those pesky 8s. And honestly, I had no idea we were going to have this much fun tonight. We were going to be trading. I just thought I was going to go over a boring Bitcoin chart and walk away. But there's volatility tonight. And you guys have the energy, and everybody's here. And why not? Why not? Thank you so much for the super chat, too, as well. That's very nice of you. Let me hit that like button on Apartment Records. We love you. We appreciate you. Shout out to Big Jim's Wiener Dogs, we love you, Jim. Thank you for coming on in. Shout out to Crypto Father of 3. Shout out to Silver. Shout out to Justin Crypto, Ludwig, Astraban, and the Mubarak. Shout out to Mr. Q, 8 Money, my man in the house. Okay. Blessed Sunday Lifer. Shout out to Cesar Cordero, Pura Vida, my man, all the way from Costa Rica, baby. It's just magic. Shout out to Judge Bibbles in the house. Shout out to Justin Cashmore in the house. Shout out to all my lovers of life who push forward every single day, who know that you are the opportunity. So you hang out with other people that believe their opportunity, that got your energy to the highest point possible. Your energy is at its apogee, actually and factually increasing daily, rapidly. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. And you know you got it because you do. All right. Yeah, thank you for your time and relentless work. I watch your streams every day. Shout out to Duffy Newman. Thank you, Duffy. We appreciate you. We love you, man. And all the people that come back to the stream every single day and support the lifer. We know there's so many of you that don't comment, that watch, but you're all coming out. And you're all starting to talk, and I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Let's take a look at the fan funding and see what's happening here on this beautiful day. We got Simran Merchandi. Can we please look at SUIP? We'll take a look at SUIP. Thank you for the love. We got Kyle Vero. Hope everything's going well. I think you have a child coming, right, Kyle, if I remember correctly. May God bless everyone here. Much love. Jupiter, please. Let's take a look at Jupe and SUIP, and then we'll get back in to the fan funding there. I just don't want to get carried away and forget what I'm doing, which has happened, and then I miss something. So Jupiter is hot. I like Jupiter. Anytime it's below $1, I think Jupe is just an amazing, amazing product. Remember, we all got in back at 60 cents when it first came out, and I knew it was going to be a premier exchange for Solana. And we got that run up, right, all the way to what, 170. So we basically 5x'd our money. Not too fat, not too long. And then we've been waiting on this long journey back. I see it headed back to $2.22 once it makes the move. And we get the bigger rally to the upside. That does say it will take till maybe November 9th, but hey. And once you see Solana start to move, once you see Ethereum, once you know altcoins start to change, and that in Total 3 really breaks that next key level, and you're going to see me go over it every single week, and probably once in the middle of the week, so I'll keep you privy. And you're also going to be watching the daily 200 MA here. Yeah, you can't even get it, so I'd watch the 22. But once you break this 22 200 MA, this yellow line, and then you get above 94 cents, I mean, this thing is gone. And I see this on the way. I hold a big old bag of it, and on my Phantom wallet on the Jupiter, and I stake it and all that fun stuff, so yeah. Yep. Sam, thoughts on Celestia? Appreciate all that you do. I mean, I like Celestia. I hold it. I think it's a great coin, and on the low right now, great price. For me personally, like, this is the best time to get these things. $4, $5. I mean, this is the lowest it's ever been. It has a great use case. People get a really high return on it. When the market starts to rip, people are going to buy in and hold. And whoever got in early are going to hold. And then once it gets up to the high ends again, they're going to start selling off. And people that got in late are going to hold too. But what I like is once they get in, I think there's a 2-week hold before you can sell it again. So it creates that frenzy. So once it gets the buys in, it definitely has that 2-week hold creates a good frenzy, because once people get in, they can't sell quickly and they forget and they become holders. And then so the buyers kind of attribute to more buyers, right? I mean, if you think about it. So I like to see that. I see this thing headed back to 25. I like Celestia. I own it. And that's my thoughts on Celestia. Let's take a look at SUIP here. I know I was jumping all over the place, but I like SUIP, but I saw that quick idea. SUIP on MEXC. All right, let's take a look. I mean, absolutely exploded up 3x, and you knew SUI's hot, so anything associated with SUI is going to be hot. Isn't CETUS the exchange that I kept talking about over and over again? I already made a little pretty penny off CETUS in the last rally. Could we do it again? Yeah, CETUS had the pump to the upside. Here you can be showing you the kind of the flag for CETUS. So anything to do with SUI is just exploding. SUI is out of control. Having a piece of SUI CETUS or SUI pad is showing to be a good look, right? And there's a lot of money to be made on the pads and the smaller flags too. 22 got a little far away for the 21-day moving average. I would expect that to kind of consolidate a little bit there. People are going to be chasing these smaller time frames. The 1 hour, the smaller time frames, maybe they get lit. I mean, I'm trying to think, do they get lit? Does this 1 hour just get crazy? So you can trade the smaller time. This is how I put it. the flags break out and the flags break out. But what happens is eventually you'll form a flag, but the bigger time frames will start to get like, you know, like you got a bearish div here. I'd say you probably go sideways and slowly pull back. SUI had a really good run up. I don't see how it doesn't pull back a little bit, right? So, am I going to take profits? I don't know. Maybe it's the one that keeps running too. It's tough when you move into this bull run time, but this is going to follow SUI. So let me kind of see what SUI's doing. See, SUI's got the bearish div. Wow, SUI went to 162 today. Had the high move, man. But it finally made the strong bearish div on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour. To me, that's just unsustainable. Whenever the daily gets this far away from the 21-day moving average, there's just going to have to be some type of pullback. I mean, maybe it pulls back here and it holds 143. But it looks to me like it's coming somewhere, you know, back to 124, 120. I just don't see how SUI doesn't pull back here. I mean, what if you sell your SUI and that's it? It could happen, right? Anything is possible, but based on years of data, it's just so likely SUI has to pull back to that 21-day moving average. Unlikely that this is, and then you got the bearish div even on the 4-hour time frame. And you're away from the 20. Yeah, this tells me that you're going to get a pullback for SUI. Probably a good time to take some profits on SUI. I might sell my whole position because, I mean, that's a rally and a half. From 79, you basically did 100% gains. And it did it since September 3rd. I mean, nice 20-day pump. And we called it. By the 9th, we were all over it here in the trading group. And this thing was gone. Baby, gone. Bit of a look. There was a cup with a little handle there on the smaller time frame. And I saw the shoulder, head right shoulder with this little flag. Even I made this a flag, even though it didn't look amazing. And I could see that that flag wanted to break to the upside, and it did. Anyway, SUI doing damage. I do see a pullback for SUI, though. It'd be awesome if it just makes a flag go sideways above 143. This is where I wouldn't really start selling stuff, though. I'd really be adding to my bags before they pump, but you do whatever makes you happy. Thoughts on Celestia? We took care of that. We looked at Jupe. We looked at SUI Pad. Sam, AAVE may not come down again. Why? Because I own them all. Funny. Shout out to JV in the house. We'll look at AAVE. Someone said, what do you think is a good entry for Tau? We just talked about, I think, right now. But you got to do your own research. Tau, very similar to TIA. They'll follow each other. It's just bit tensor, right? Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we check on DIA on the daily? So we got to look at DIA. And we got to look at Injective. Thank you for working so hard, Sammy. You're the man. Can we take a look at Injective Protocol and AAVE? So look, you can see even all the super chats are based on what? DeFi. We got AAVE. We got Injective, right? We got people asking about DeFi. So DeFi is starting to take that move. I talked about AAVE breaking out of this bigger flag. There was support there. It did lose support, but eventually would pump all the way to the target at 163. Wow, look at that. So we hung out, and then we pumped. Unbelievable. So it's only a matter of time. AAVE was going to do some damage here. Take a look at the 4-hour. And I could see it happening. It hung out on support a little lower, but eventually it did bump. It hit my target at 163, man. AAVE. And AAVE's been moving since, you know, the middle of September. And that's when I knew that alt season was beginning. Because, look, if we take away, everything was pretty flat. Nothing was really happening. The market was whatever. And then all of a sudden, AAVE just started this. And I know AAVE was the leader. It's a strong coin. And what happens is you get these elongated bulls. This is called consolidation. And look, from March of 2022, it's basically 2 years, everybody. That's a 2-year consolidation. They had 2 years to buy AAVE. Well, you know, somewhere at 50, the low sometime at 52. It's already a 3x now. I'm just saying, and people were sleeping. And if it takes you 2-3 years to 3x, so be it. See, people all want the money now, but it just, as long as you get high, as long as your portfolio ends up higher than it used to be, that's all you got to do. Everyone's so obsessed with the herd and what everyone else is doing, but you just got to do what you need to do. Anyway, we went over this idea, talked about it, busted through the move. Wow, that thing is bullish. I see some bearish div now forming. Could it defy gravity, continue to pump? The target takes it to 220. And remember, you can't get the returns anywhere else. As the banks get worse, crypto gets better. As the dollar gets worse, people are like, they don't want to be in treasuries anymore, right? Because you're not getting the returns you got before because the interest rate's basically lower. So if you're not getting the same returns on that, you know, where are you going to put your money? Maybe that 5% on USDC isn't too bad. Maybe that AAVE. So DeFi really started to take, I think, center stage. And I think it's going to have a bigger suction out of the financial institutionals' piggy bank this go around than ever. I wouldn't be surprised if AAVE continues to pump, honestly. And I usually don't say that. You're looking for that pullback. Even got to pump out the flag right now today. So if you're hungry, I look for a bit of protocol. I like Aerodrome right now and base, and things are starting to heat up. It's going to get to a chance where if you didn't buy on the lows, you're going to be wishing you did. And I'm sorry to create that FOMO for some people. I know some people got that nasty feeling inside because they knew they didn't go. And they saw me buying the fear. They saw me getting it in. They saw me day in and day out, never taking a day off. I'm going to be the one talking about how big my portfolio is up, how great it's all been. Everyone's going to call us lucky and all that. But no, we stayed here. We did due diligence. I didn't take one day off. We pushed forward every single day. We didn't play games with our lives. We didn't play games with crypto. We stayed dedicated to one thing. And if you do that, you're going to find that you're going to win. That's how you win in life. You stay dedicated to one thing. You become an expert in your field. You maintain that focus, that discipline, and that breeds the motivation, which keeps you moving. You get passionate about something until you can't stop, right? Possible it comes down for the retest here before the pump to the upside. Whatever happened to our trade here for Bitcoin? Wow, we were in the money there. Another trade live, just a third. So remember, I gave you the first pump right there. Then I got into this one. I gave you 3 live trades in a row. Every single one of them turned green. Every single one of them turned green on a Sunday night. This one was up maybe even almost $80 at one point. And it's still making a flag here, and that ain't too bad. If you put the stop loss to break even, I can't even lose. And I could even think of taking that 40 off the table if I want. A little bit of a flag here for Bitcoin. And only time will tell, but that thing could try to make a big move. And punch on out. The target for me is 64,005, maybe even 65K. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in on a Sunday night. Man, I can't believe we got 1,200 people on a Sunday night. No one used to watch the weekly candle close, man. Nobody cared. But I did it anyway. And this, I bet this will be one of my biggest streams. I think one of my biggest streams ever was a Saturday or a Sunday night weekly candle close. The market went crazy and everyone just started to hit the market, and I was there like I always am. 5,000 people on the live. I remember, guys, it was a few weeks back. It was like, I think it was about a month and a half ago. 5,000 people on the live. It was out of control. People were screaming. Women were throwing their... No, I'm just joking. I'm messing with you guys. But no, it was awesome, right? It was an intense stream for sure. I'm sitting there with 5,000 people. I'm like, whoa. See, I'm just happy tonight that that you don't lose money on a Sunday night, you know. I don't even trade Sunday nights. I'm just showing you how we can get down on any time frame, any moment, if the market presents the opportunity. I mean, this is one of my models. We broke the 200 on the 1 minute, and so the model continues. I'm out. I don't care. I'll take my gains and I'll come back tomorrow. So close. I mean, we're right above the 21. So we're kind of right there. But I like those $50 soon, and then it'll be $30, $20. It'll be like whatever's, you know. I got the stop loss to break even, or a little bit above my profit, actually. In profit slightly. Defy the odds to the upside. Take the chopper to the upside. Get in the chopper. That's a beautiful, look at that cup and handle. Do you see it? Shabby cup and handy to the upside. Master friend, we got to show them that cup and handle. They may not see it. They may not see that. Shabby cup and handy to the upside. They just may not SUIP it. You know, I'm going to go back to the yellow. I don't know why I was okay with the blue. Going back to yellow, man. And I don't care who says anything about it. It really should be white, though. The premier is the white line. But look at that beautiful cup and handle there, holding us in there, keeping me ready to rally. You never know. You never know. Let's take a look at what's coming at us this week here. Monday. Anything crazy? Red folder. We have Flash PMI. That's in Great Britain. Nothing crazy. Flash services PMI. Nobody really cares about that. Some FOM members speaking. Nothing crazy. Tuesday. All right. We have some more FOMC members speaking. Core confidence. Nothing crazy. All right. Wednesday. Thursday. So more, you know. Wow. And you even have Jerome Powell speaks at 9:20 in the morning. So I don't know if that's going to sway the market, but you got a lot of FOMC speaking here. It's not going to do much. You have core PCE coming in on Friday at 8:30 in the morning. Price index month over month. That will definitely throw the market around. All right. And you have personal income month over month and personal spending. So Friday at 8:30, expect some volatility there. Red folder, but everything else probably pretty, a little talks, but for most part, we're pretty straight on. Nothing crazy coming our way here. If you're Forex trading, Flash manufacturing PMI in Europe, but besides that, we're pretty okay on our forefront here for Bitcoin. So far, so good inside this flag. Could we get the pump? Everything looking like we may. We may have caught this reversal for whatever reason on this Asian Open London close, but we'll see. You never know. You never know. Pretty wacky price action here on a Sunday night. I don't expect to win anything at all. Hey, I'll be happy if we push the needle. Oh, wow, almost taking it from, yeah. Wow. Hey, you never know. This one really might be a big one. There's a chance this is a big trade here. So we'll see where it goes. Shout out to the channel sponsors. Houdini swap, great place to swap between multiple chains on your, if you're using a Rabi wallet, MetaMask wallet, any decentralized wallet. Houdini swap's really the place to be, man. If you're really going to want to transact, if you want to send someone money and you don't know them, maybe you're just like, hey, they got some tickets, and they're like, yeah, we'll send you the tickets, send me some crypto. You can send them privately so they can't see everything in your wallet. Might be a smart idea. It will take a little longer, but Houdini swap is the place to be. I'm telling you right now. And shout out to the channel sponsorship for Houdini swap on the way to 700 million in swap volume. Shout out to Decrypted.tax, the best place to do your taxes. I know the owner, my man Ernest. He's the man, dude. He's a good friend. He's also a crypto lifer. He also trades. That's his Bored Ape. He owns a Bored Ape. Who else would you want to have doing your taxes? I'm telling you right now, go to Decrypted.tax and find out more. If you're a crypto guy, streamline your taxes and get a free consultation today. Find out more at Decrypted.tax. And who could forget the behemoth in the room, I Trust Capital, the big boys. Buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA. You can't do that when the ETF dumps on the weekend. Price Bitcoin dumps on the weekend. You can't buy that ETF. But you can get into Bitcoin and DCA into your long-term strategy here. And I like seeing this. They got Solana, Toncoin, you name it, ready to rock. Here we are, I Trust Capital. All right. Bitcoin got the pump, baby. I just saw 800 in my back of my head. Boom, boom, boom. And now I just held on to that original trade. How much I'd be in the money now, right? Bang. I mean, I guess I could have sold that top. But so far, so good. This is the third trade in a row that I gave you that flip green immediately. And I showed you how to cover by putting your stop loss into break even or into gains. And again, you're just seeing 1 hour of my life. This is just 1 hour on a Sunday night. If I can do this in 1 hour and make $100 to $200, imagine what I can do in a day of trading. Imagine what you can learn if you learn from me. Imagine how much extra money you can make if you stick with me every single day and learn my strategies and keep pushing forward. If you start to believe you're the opportunity to really start creating your worth, your mind, and changing your mindset and believing that you can attract anything you truly desire into your life by manifesting, working hard, and just being awesome. Believe me, you can. You will, and you are the best. All right? But it all starts with believing in yourself. I'm telling you right now, the second you don't believe in yourself, it's over. Okay? It's over. Okay, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're probably right. All right, you're basically right each time. So you got to think you can, because that's how life begins. Think about everybody. We're all here together. You know how many people have learned how to trade with me, pushed themselves to the limit, you know, done amazing things with their lives. And honestly, that never would have happened if I didn't get off my butt and just say, hey, you know what? One day I could make a change. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to create a legacy. I'm going to do something with my life so people can remember me for the rest of my life. I don't want to just be a guy that sits on the couch and watches football. I want to be remembered forever, baby. I want to push. And I want to help people push. And I want to inspire other people to do things that they never thought possible. I want them to be like, you know what? I found my way, and Sam Price helped me do that. Okay? Remember, expect nothing out of trades. Always protect. Always look, I'm protecting now. Look, a bit of a double top, no? Some bearish divergence kicking in possibly. It's Sunday night. Remember, not many people are trading. If you're out here, they're likely to go after your stop. Stop hunting. Look how close they tried to get me there. Remember, my stop's above my so I can't lose on this trade. I just can't lose. I can't lose. It's funny, the ones that you do and protect are the ones where you can almost stay in. That the ones you never put a stop is the one you get liquidated on. It's that old adage of the universe. All those same sayings, all those things you've learned, they all come through in trading. All the traditional thoughts and concepts and lessons that you've learned, you know, the little red hen. Thanks for all you do, lifer. Can we check DIA on the daily? Let's take a look at DIA, he said. Which I don't think we go over much at all. DIA, let's take a look here. It's on CoinEx. Die, right? I mean, it's in a giant cup and handle, right? You would say that is your bottom and likely to head higher. It's in a huge cup and handle, right? So I like what I'm seeing here for DIA. So the cup and handle could break back above this key level 45. Head all the way to 72. Possibly up to 92. Shout out to Abe. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Whatever you guys want to say, you could still probably do 10 years of your life at the can if you want. It's up to you. You do whatever you want. You know, I know the truth, but it doesn't stop it from your life getting infringed horribly. You got to choose your battles at the right and right time, depending on, you know. Talk with God. God teaches you when and how to deal with your enemies at the right time. All right. I see DI making a move. I would. This looks like a good trade to me. I personally wouldn't take it because it's, you know, I think I got other things that I'm doing, but I like this. I like it. You can take a screenshot of that. DIA. And there's my baby Aerodrone 89 and continuing. I see this beautiful Adam and Eve double bottom headed to the target at 144. Don't be surprised when we're at 150 AERO and you're like, whoa. We were just at 30 cents. What happened? All right. AERO doing damage, baby, to the upside. Breaking out the flag, following the Bitcoin move here. Everything was kind of following BTC. Aerodrome. And you know, I'm heavy on my AERO, baby. I'm heavy on my AERO. All right. Someone asking about LWOLF on MEXC. We'll take a look at it because we've looked at it on and off for a while. LWOLF getting that little pump out the flags too. And honestly, LWOLF looks like it could pump tonight. I don't own any. I don't know anyone that does. It doesn't matter to me. So I got no incentive. But I mean, that's a rising wedge in the 4-hour time frame, back above the thing, back above the previous support of resistance. The thing, you see, it's making the parabola. I could see this thing up somewhere, you know, doing some damage here. 70% gains for LWOLF on the table there. Could you check VELO if possible? We'll take a look at VELO just because it's just like AERO. Then there's Velodrome and VELO, not to be confused. I just want to make that clear. All right. So this is Velodrome Finance. All right. You can see VELO did a beautiful job. Once it got above the 200 MA, it just continued to pump. Then went sideways. I see this breaking out this flag. The 4-hour looks extra bullish to me. And this follows Aerodrome and base too. And once this whole market starts to pick up, All those plays that we started and all that research we did a year ago and 18 months ago, that all comes out. Wishing you nothing but love. How about checking out TRB? Shout out to Crypto Plumber. We'll take a look at TRB. Ever since they manipulated that coin that day, though, I've always been like, eh. I see VELO making a huge move. I like VELO and AERO, but I had to pick one, so I picked AERO. Right? But I like them both. So I just hit the wrong button. Velodrome on Coinbase. I like the flag that it's in, looking pretty hot to me. Velodrome. Wow, that thing. Now let's take a look at VELO on MEXC. Now this one was hot too. If you remember, I sold the top of this recently, and then I've been watching the flag just consolidate. And there it is, just continuing to consolidate, just as it's supposed to here. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing takes off not too long from now. I mean, look at the daily. It was hot compared to the rest of the market. We just got the golden cross. I plopped it in down there when the market was horrible. Bitcoin went on dumps. People were freaking out. And I still turned a 25% gain on this coin and then sold the top in front of everybody. Right? Well, really no coin pumped for like a few weeks. Like, I don't know what was up. But this thing started doing damage, kind of leading the way. I wouldn't be surprised if this pumps. This is not Velodrome. This is VELO. Another DeFi kind of exchange project, right? But this thing is hot. And that's a cup and handle there. I could see this. I'm telling you, what happens is I go through the markets. And I look at the charts. I like VELO and I like Velodrome. I like them both right now, not to confuse people. Sorry about that. But they both look pretty hot to me. All right. They both look pretty hot to me. ONDO too. Anything below 80 cents for ONDO. I've been grabbing up ONDO as much as I can. And I just bought up 10 grand of it. I told my trading group when I did and how I did it. 10 grand of ONDO. You can see I got a big old bag of it now. If I were to sell all my ONDO at this level, it would be about 16, almost 17,000. So like, I don't play around, man. I want to have as much of these coins as I can on the lows. And I'm stacking every single day. I got basically 300 grand in all coins, man. Let's do this. Probably more than that, because I got 100 grand. I got like 600 grand in alts, man. Let's go, baby. I want a 10x to 6 million at the very least. At the very, very least. Wow, so we did some craziness. They did get me out, but, you know, they kind of continued this flag. And it looks somewhat bullish to me. Tonight, there's some bullishness in the air. I can't explain why. It just is what it is. I love see how the trade sits there. That's my favorite thing about it. Because I can keep taking the trade over and over again. Dang, I missed out on that entry though. But I can keep taking the trade over and over again and just resetting the parameters. You know, bringing the stop loss up here if I want. Same ideas, right? You want to see that stay above the 21 and pump. If it loses the 21, then Wow, and then that initial buy above the 200 MA right there is still in the money that I gave at the beginning of the stream. If you had more patience than me, which I don't, I'm still working on that, on the smaller time frames. I never said I was perfect. I never claimed to be. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we looked at the bigger. I woke up from my nap and remember two things. Call my mom and Shiba moved up 20%. I don't own any Shiba, so it was weird. I just loaded up though. They're funny. Give me a look at Jasby. Definitely convicted. This is going to bomb. Nah, nobody cares about. Yeah. He has no effect in the market. He has no effect. You guys are funny, man. Someone probably did that by accident, but it's still hilarious. He has no effect. He is not doing anything for us. So funny. You people are great. All of you. Every one of you. You're all awesome. You're funny. You're interesting. I just love this group, man. And new people come every day, but the algorithm gives us the best people, man. It really does. So blessings on blessings to each and every one of you for being here. Blessings on everyone that jumps on in. We love you. All right. They took my stop loss out tonight at 62.5 as soon as the futures trading started at 6 p.m. Yeah, you got hit off. Each and every day when I gained, getting stopped out is the greatest thing ever. Because if you can come back from being stopped out, you're destined to become a multimillionaire. Most people will just leave and never come back after, a couple years of getting, man, I'm someone that won't stop until I win. You're going to be a winner if you just keep going until you win. The losers are the people that stop before they win. That's it. Once you win, you realize that you were going to win eventually. You just had to keep pushing. Some people it's going to take a little longer than others. It all depends on our struggle and our movement, but you will eventually win. I'm telling you right now, hear my words. The winners are just the people that were convinced they weren't going to lose. That's it. That's the only difference between a winner and a loser. It's the mindset. Don't you get it? See, once my mind changed forever, I can never go back again. I will always consider myself a winner now, but there was a time when I was a loser because my mind told myself that I couldn't win. So how was I going to win? If my mind told me I couldn't, I wasn't going to. How are you going to subscribe to my channel if I hadn't subscribed to my own? How can you take me seriously if I hadn't taken myself seriously? The first person you need to start taking seriously is yourself. The world will follow, my friends. I show up every single day on this channel, and a lot of people respect me around the world now. Why? Just because I do the same thing every day. I've earned the respect and love from Crypto Billy, a multimillionaire, an older gentleman who really shouldn't give a dang about me. But why does he care? Because he sees what made him great in me. And he wants other people to be great, so he knows if I keep going and if he supports me, he can innately help other people. He knows that if he supports me, then he can help others. Become so supportive of just positive energy in life that people gravitate towards you. They connect to the club of positivity. They don't even need to know your name. They just need to grab onto that frequency immediately and be like, you know what? I want to help with this movement. This is something I want to be a part of. When you help me, you help others, and everybody knows that around the world now. It's a fact. And everyone's like, oh, Sammy, Sammy's rich. Sammy gets paid. Sammy's, But Sammy is dedicated to what he loves and to the people that support him, and every single person knows that. Become the frequency. Amen. 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 Yeah, the majority of my positions are still in the market. I just think it's funny that they want to stop my hunting and took out my stop immediately as soon as the future started trading. Amen. Spread the love, Sammy. Amen. And that's why I help Crypto Billy, because I know if I help Crypto Billy, I'm going to help others too, because he helps other people. If I do something good for Crypto Billy, if I make him feel good, you know what I mean? If I do something and to help his movement, it's only going to help others because I know that's what he does. And so he does the same for me. I do the same for others. And then next thing you know, my phone is ringing with strong, amazing people, and so is his. And our network becomes strong, and we help each other out through the strength. It's amazing, man. I got to say how much I love it all. I love it all. And this NEIROETH has been hot recently. It's been the hottest thing since sliced bread, man. People can't keep their hands off of it. Crazy price action, though, I'll tell you that. I mean, that's nuts. I want to see if it can kind of maintain that price action. I don't know if it can. I don't know. I'm not too into that. Eventually make a symmetrical. The whole market looks good, so if it breaks back above the 200 MA on the 3 hour, it could pump. But not a lot of information to give you that, You're waiting for the 1 hour to break the 200 if you're thinking of anything. Kind of a cup with the handle there. Nah. Little too much hype, not enough backing in my humble opinion. Okay, Sam, the positive man. You're investing or trading crypto. You have a favorite. Honestly, I do whatever makes me happy, man. You got to do the same for you. Yeah. Put it along now. I don't know why, man. People try to tell you what to do. We are pumping to the upside, though. We're making those gains. This is the 4th time I put up a long in front of you, and it started to rip. 4 trades in a row. 4 scalps in a row. I mean, who's done that? Went in the market, and every single time, and I'm not saying in the trades, I didn't lose a trade yet. All right. We've added to the gains each time. We didn't lose. We do want a bigger pump, though. We keep losing the 21 and having come back to it, come back to it, come back to it. The initial trade would still be pumping, though, if you took it at the very beginning. Oh, what I see now is this, though. I didn't see this before. That's why I always zoom out. You see things that you didn't notice. That could get busy and really break out. So I want to redraw because I couldn't even see that before. With my old... I mean, that could be breaking out as we speak. I can't believe I do this for a living every single day till my hand hurts. But you know what? I love it. I love it. I hung out with my kids today. I hung out with my wife today. She bought a dress for the gala. She needed a dress for the gala. You know, there's a fundraiser for the school at the Ritz-Carlton, if you can believe it. And we're gonna go. Me and my wife, we're gonna go. We're gonna dress all spiffy and hang out with the so-and-sos and the who's is and act all somebody else. You know what I mean? Your dedication to day in and day out keeps me coming back. I would like daily night streams though. Thanks, buddy. Wow, daily night streams. You'd get that if you were in my trading group. You would get that in the trading group. Yeah, because I go over Bitcoin every single night, and so you basically get a night stream, and then you get all my thoughts, ideas, what I'm doing. You get more than a night stream if you're in the trading group. You're with me. You're connected to me. You're seeing what I'm seeing. You're going with what I'm going with. We're moving together. Much love, Sammy. Can you look at MISHA when you can? We'll take a look at MISHA. Thank you so much. Crypto Bellico in the house, man. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you. MISHA. I hope it's not some baloney meme here, bro. I'm messing with you, but MISHA. It doesn't come up. So it's telling me I gotta go to Dex Screener. If that's the case, it is some type of shady meme over here. I'll get back into memes again. I gotta warm up to the market. You know, right now the market's sour. Like, I gotta warm back up to it. MISHA, huh? That's Vitalix dog, all right? He calls her MISHA. It's an RA name, I guess. I mean, it's got this rounded bottom. Could start its way up. Very small market cap. It's got locked liquidity. That's kind of an Adam and Eve double bottom, which tells us that it did bottom out. I mean, once it breaks that 151 area, I could see a cap back up to the highs. I could see this thing going back up. It looks interesting because it made a bull, you know? So there you go. Maybe it pumps. It does some damage. Bring the bull market back with one of the first meme coins back on Ethereum. MISHA, which is Vitalik's dog. I'm not in it. I'm not touching it. We know about it here. Wow, we are in the Moon City here on another big trade. That thing is going. I want to see if we can finally make some real gains tonight. Wow, but that initial trade, I just held on, man. Wow. We sold it like $70 here or something, right? We would have been up 70s at probably 300. Would have made my tomorrow's quota already tonight, and I didn't even plan on trading tonight. I go for $500 a day. If I could do that, that's great. It's like, you know, and that's 7 days a week. You're looking at almost, $3,500, between 25 and $4,000 a week. And that's 106. That's $16,000 a month if you can pull it in. And then, again, some months are 20 to 30, 50 grand. Some months are 80 grand, 8 grand. It depends on the month. I've had 100 grand months. I've had 50,000 months. But for the most part, every month we get at least 6 to 7, 8 grand, and then we go from there. And so, and I'm all about the P&L, man. Babying that P&L, making it happen, making it work, making it go. And the key is to not chop through your capital. Remember, fiat currency graveyard, a history of money folly. They will print your money to zero. They're going to do it here to the US dollar. They're doing it all around the world. This is what they do. Okay? This is what they do. This is what they've been done. Weird. Anyway, get that monthly yield, baby. Wow. I'll take it. Anyway, they keep printing your money to zero. That's what they're going to do, everybody. That's what they've been done. And they're going to continue to do. Watch out tonight. I see some chop back and forth. Just be careful. Okay. We'll do one last kind of look at the market before I jump on out of here. Trades up 16. Not going anywhere. I'm at flash close. I see some bearish divvy. We'll let it rock. We'll see what happens. Let me zoom out here and get out of the smaller time frames. So we talked about this flag breaking out. That's kind of what happened. We looked at the 15-minute. We said that could break out. That did happen. You see that we bounced, and then we got into those smaller time frames. So when I zoomed out, I saw a possible move, and then we zoomed in to see it. We executed on that move. Honestly, I guess I would stay in the smaller time frames to see what they do. If the 1 minute breaks the 200, then you know it's bearish. It's not that far away, so that could only take 10 or 20 minutes. So I'm not saying it's something that could happen pretty, There's some bearish div. It's looking like it possibly could happen. So, and I'm liking where we're starting the week, man. 21,000 on the account. We're going to start our week off ready to go. Fresh to day. Right? Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. You have to see, you kind of have this brewing, right? And now this is kind of cooking. I would just, I know it's crazy, but when it's volatile, I'm on the 1 minute most of the night, and then I expand when I need to. You see what I'm saying? But that kind of keeps me honest when it comes to the trades. Oh yeah, so I took this whole trade. That's what I was doing there. I'm gonna bring them back to white. I don't know why I ever made them yellow. The white's just because then it coincides with everything else I'm doing, right? And all my trades will look the same. I did just layer that one, right? I put white on yellow. Funny man. Tight moving averages possibly getting up to 65,433. And remember, this channel, we also go over DeFi. We also go over the news. We also cover, live trading is a heavy part of the channel, but we teach you so many different concepts and ideas that'll change the way you think about cryptocurrency and change the way your mind sees it. And all the opportunities out here. There's more than just trading. There's DeFi, there's learning, there's education. You can middleman a product, right? You could help someone sell. You could get into a business and teach that business how to start taking cryptocurrency and maybe take a percentage by showing them. There's so many ways to change your life in a new and upcoming industry. And cryptocurrency, just when an industry is this beginning stages, there's just a lot of money to be made just by the simple middlemaning, like just by helping people that don't understand it. So many people are going to be so afraid of it at the beginning, but they might like you and get to know you and trust you. And then with that trust, you can really build a business. I'm telling you. I don't think people realize how much opportunity is out here. That's why I just want to say, like, you may not even realize you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to know everything about charting like me. You don't have to know everything about cryptocurrency. You just have to know more than the people that are scared to get in. And you may have yourself a business, my friends. So stay around. Don't give up. The information that you're learning right now, the education that you're taking in could seriously have a huge impact on your life further on. The smartest entrepreneurs, the people that make the most, are the people that are always learning. I had a beautiful degree in video editing. I could have kept video editing. I transitioned to cryptocurrency trading and to streaming. I saw there was money in different things in life, so I learned new skills. I learned how to stream. I learned how to build a studio, right? I got into the audio, got into the video, and here I am. So because I did not stay in one thing, I didn't stay flat. I kept progressing. I kept learning. And Jim Rohn always talks about that. I kept listening to people older than me. I found mentors online. When I went online, I used the algorithm to help me, not to hurt me. I didn't let it rot my brain. I chose to learn and find different things out about the charts. I learned in education. I found a way to make millions of dollars off of free education online. Like, I did pay for some courses, so that's not totally free, but, and I did lose a bunch of trades, so nothing is free per se, but there was a lot of good information about how to get my mind right. That was all free. My motivational speak, all that stuff that I got from Jim Rohn, how to change my mind. And I did just open up a trade. It's $400 at 33x leverage, $13,700 trade. Stop losses at 63,300. Take profits at 65,400. Still a chance this breaks out the way it's making this shoulder, head, right shoulder, kind of inverted head and shoulder here above the 200 MA. Sunday night, looking bullish though, starting a trend. And here you go. You must stay learning to stay young. Shout out to Jamal, man. We love you. And to stay rich, my friend. And to stay rich. The richest people in the world are always learning. The people you know that you respect and love, the experts that you look for. Okay? Okay, Sun Ghost. Price cut. They're cutting. They're cutting. They're cutting. Yeah. Anyway, money, man. You gotta stay diligent. You gotta keep learning. You can't stay complacent. All right. You can't stay complacent. All right. You said PEPECOIN moving. There's so many different Pepes. Are you saying PEPECOIN or Pepe? Because there's PEPECOIN, which has something to do with, like, you know, that's getting a little bit of a moon. PEPECOIN's hot to me because it's connected to that ecosystem with based AI, and that's fully homomorphic encryption. I think people realize they keep these things in the doldrums, but look, oh my God, look what this is doing. It's a giant Adam and Eve double bottom. That thing's gonna fly. PEPECOIN's going to an all-time high, 960. There's a 3x right there. It's crazy, as the time to get in was so long ago to make big X's now. Now you can 3x, 5x, 10x, but to 50, 60x, I feel like you had to have been in earlier. I think there's going to be opportunity, but I just have to be honest. Remember, there's going to be a rally, then there's going to be a sell-off. And if there's another rally, right, just remember that. Nothing goes up forever. The next time you're up huge, remember how long we had to wait to come back to where we were again. Remind yourself of that when the frenzy is popping and nobody wants to sell and everyone's telling you it keeps going. Okay? Yeah. Sam, why have you talked about Turbo? It's pumped like crazy. I just don't care. But why do I have to talk about every single coin? There's 2,000 coins. So I have to talk about every single coin out there that pumped? You know what I mean? Like those questions are kind of weird, man. Why haven't you? Maybe I'm just taking it more sensitively than I should. I'm a sensitive guy though. Sam, why haven't you talked about Turbo? It's been pumping. What if I don't care about Turbo? Like, what if I just don't care about it? Like, what if that is? I'm not saying that's the case, but what if it was? What if I just didn't care? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be rude, but like, what if I didn't care, man? Why do I have to care what other people like? Why? Like, why do I have to be who you want me to be? Why can't I be me, man? Why can't people just let me be me? I never get it. I never get comments like that. 3M Coins is Reddit. Yeah. Chart Casper, please. It's my birthday. I did that already on the macro analysis on Friday. It has not changed. Lifer in a mood this week. It's all good. I'm not in a mood. What do you mean? You're in a mood. You cannot care about every single crypto. Amen. Yeah. Love and light until someone rubs it the wrong way. Then he snaps and talks. Wow, you're the worst person on earth, man. You're nasty. I don't hang out with nasty people. You're out. Get out. Yeah. I'm a real person, man. I'm not like a fairy, dude. Like, I'm sorry. All right. I am about love and life, but I'm also about respect. And I like cool, like, and I have a vision of the type of people I want to be around. And when someone doesn't act like those type of people, I don't want to be around them, man. Period. Yeah. Amen. Like, I'm not here to appease people. I'm here to teach you. Like, Pepe itself looks like it's going to make a big move too. Just breaching this long trend line. Resistance just broke out. You know, what the daily reset on those stochastics, and then it's going to come for that 200 MA. It's only a matter of time. I'm in a mood tonight, right? Amen. Crypto Billy, can you tell us about Shiba, right? I like the straightforwardness. Amen. Who doesn't? right? F the normies. Amen, dude. Amen. And how high will we go before 2025? And you don't have to be around those people. It's your stream. Amen. Thank you, Jamal. I appreciate you. Yeah. Keep doing you, man. Thank you, Ryan S. I love you, man. Good people, man. You taught me love, appreciation, and discipline, and it's what we do in trading and the gain. 333, man. Amen. What do you think about Diddy? I think it's horrible what he did. And I think it's obvious, and the whole industry knew about it. Even Jadakiss was, I mean, he did, everyone that had anything to do with him got a bad deal, man. So Floki, look what I'm seeing here. I don't know if you can see it, everyone, but this is what I starting to see. I'm seeing Adam and Eve double bottoms for this entire industry. And it's like, I'm convinced it's time to load up on whatever coin that you like. Cup and handle, falling wedge, whatever you want to say. Once it breaks that wedge, comes up, comes down, that's the break of that trend, and then it's gone. I mean, I see this thing making gains. And again, I own this coin, so of course I want to see it make gains. So I'm going to be honest with you, I own it. But yeah, I mean, a nice 300% would be absolutely lovely. I'll take it for Floki. We went over AERO already. It looks absolutely beautiful, Nick. I appreciate you, and I love you, man. We'll take a look at it one more time just because you're super nice. I don't want to be rude. But AERO Joe looks awesome. It's in the Adam and Eve double bottom. Same idea here. Flags break it out on the smaller time frame. And I want to see this flag do business. It already is starting to break out. 4 hours continuing. Everything looking good for AERO to head to $1.05. Bang, bang, bang. Right? Yeah. How much super chat money for coin analysis? Whatever you want, man. Just send it in there if you're done. But I'm about to jump on out of here. It is 9:54. We do 8 to 10 on Sunday night, and I can't believe we went the 2 hours. You guys pumped it up, though. You guys kept asking me about different things, from ONDO to MISHA to AERO 8. You're my man. Let's make sure. Injective. We got to look at Injective. Someone asked about, and Tau. I mean, almost every coin's going to look very similar at the very bottom of its barrel, right? BitTensor, though. I own this coin as well. I told you last week it was time to load up on altcoins, and it was altcoin season. And look at all the altcoins that ripped. Look, BitTensor went from $300 to $400. And it never even bottomed. It's not even that far from its all-time high again. Only a few. It's just like, it's crazy how big these things get. Remember, we got into BitTensor down here at $60 when I first started talking about a lot of, I mean, our calls are so old at this point, but they're still up. If you held like I held, which most people didn't, they probably said, oh, this guy's all his calls suck. What he said is whack. You know, we'll never make any gains. And I'm saying, man, you got to have the faith. And like, oh, that's what he says just to keep you in the group and all that. People lose faith, man. It's not my fault. I do what I can to keep people going, but it's not my fault if they lose the faith. You know, looking for this to make a flag here and then continue up. But it broke a serious, I mean, once it lost that support at 360, but once it broke back above that, I mean, this thing is a steal now. Anything above that 360, it's telling you you're likely going to moon. I see a little pullback if it can get to 400 one more time, and then it's gone to that all-time high. It's not going to take much longer, probably by Christmas. This thing is gone. All right. Nick, we love you, man. And then you gave the second super chat because that's how much the love is here. I love you, man. You people are awesome. That's why I do what I do, because I know you people are great. Let's take a look at Injective Protocol. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. We had an amazing group. Unbelievable. $79 in chat revenue. Let's get the likes up to the watches, though. It'd be awesome. We got 1,000 likes. We're still holding over 1,000 people here on the live on a Sunday night here. You know how many people do not care about crypto? Sunday night, they're doing whatever they want. And you guys are here with me. So I'm not all alone in my crazy thoughts. Pretty nice, right? Fun times to be alive. Remember, you can lose any trade, you can win any trade. Any trade is separate from the last. Don't get too caught up in all that. How much you lost and how much you won. You just got to keep pushing and find proper risk management. That's the only way. Injective, the same thing as everything else we're looking at. But look, this was just a pullback. This was just a pullback in a bigger bull run. Like, the bull run did start. We pulled back. For a bear market, you got to go below the lows that you started at. We're not doing that. We found new lows, right? And on our way to 64. And I'm in Injective too right now, staking it, getting that money. So I like the Kepler wallet. I'm doing what I got to do in Kepler. So blessings on blessings to everybody out here getting that money on the Atom protocol. And I can't wait for Atom to come on back. Atom ecosystem, please come on back one day. I put 100 grand in Atom. It'd be nice to take at least a couple $100 grand out. You know what I'm saying? Atom has been the saddest coin to own in the game right now. Like actually all the way back to its lows of September 20. It's the only thing that's revisited lows from 4 years ago. Like one of the few coins that ever, I mean, I guess the lower you go, the bigger you can get, I guess, right? You can say this is like the bigger Adam and Eve double bottom. And then once it makes its way, it'll be back to $30. It'd be nice to get out of $30, check, and get on out. But it looks like it's going to take some time. I don't know about Atom right now, but I got faith. I'll still hold it. We'll see where it happens. You know. Yeah. But we own it. We're in for the long haul, Billy. Me and you, man. Sorry, man. Made 30% of my token. Still a 2-year-old bad idea. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's hurting to hold it, but getting that APY, I guess it. Yeah. That 12%, right? On Coinbase, I think. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the day. God bless you, or for the night. I'll be back tomorrow morning like I am every day to blast your socks off and hit and go to the moon. We're watching this flag here. I'm long right now. Let's see if we can break out of an inverted head and shoulder ascending triangle here, as Bitcoin showed some life during the live stream and got a bit of a pop. We got into a live when we broke the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame, a go-to signal of mine, and we continue to pump. So I show you how you can take that signal almost anytime, anywhere, any day, and make it happen. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm jumping out for the night. I'm exhausted. I don't even know where I get the energy for these night streams, but I love you all. I appreciate you all, and I'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to have another amazing week. I just know we are. I'm ready. We're poised. We studied the markets all weekend long, and then we did this night stream. So tomorrow morning, we don't wake up like, oh, we don't know what's happening. We're ready to go. We're ready to take the market by storm and really, really go after it. We did our due diligence. Every one of you that stuck with me, that pushed forward, that didn't take a day off this week, you went from Sunday to Sunday with me. I never took a day off, and you didn't either. I love you all. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to kick butt and take names. I love you. You can, you will, you are the best. Remember, there is no try. You do or you do not. That's it. Get rid of the word try. Get rid of the word want. You desire to do things. You will do them. You can, you will, you are the best. I love you. Live in love, everyone. Remember, the secret to success is getting started.